everybody, this is T and I'm back with another video. I just want to talk to you guys because I've noticed a lot of certain people are pregnant that I didn't know was pregnant, but congratulations to them. But a lot of people are complaining about what people don't do for their kids, what they're not, um, what they're not feeding them, that their house is dirty, stuff like that. And I write comments down below and I say I had eight children natural of my own. I also took in two of my baby cousins because um, the mother was going through some things. So I took two of them in, so that made 10. I've noticed like they have a lot. I'm not judging them. Let me finish. A lot of them always complain, look at all these clothes I have. And every time they come back on, they're like, and look, it's still clothes over there. And then when another vlog comes back, oh, forget my house is still dirty. I just got to clean that up. The kids are this and it's that. The kids are getting on my nerves. They're doing this, they're doing that, they're doing this. Let me give you guys some advice when you have a lot of children of what to do. Like I said, I had 8 natural, 1 baby daddy, and 2 of my baby cousins. I have got one of them when he was a day old, and the other one, I say he had been maybe, well, yeah, he had been 2 or so at the time. Okay. The 2-year-old I only had for a few months, I believe, because his mom wanted him back, and it wasn't written on paper or anything, so I gave him back to her. The youngest one, I kept. So what happened was, I think I moved out of town. I didn't know I was supposed to leave town. So instead of them taking him from me because I left town to move to another place, I told my mother to take him so that he wouldn't go into foster home. So he went back with my mom. Well, he didn't go back with her until he was, maybe he was 3 or 4. So I had him for like 3 or 4 years. So all of my 8 children, excuse me guys, my glasses are broke. I don't know if you can see them. I gotta get some more. Let me give you mothers with a lot of children some advice, since you seem to not know how to do certain things when you have a lot of children. First of all, I would get up in the morning, make breakfast for them. Guess what else I make? Lunch and dinner. I would make breakfast. They'd sit down, they'd eat their breakfast. I'd make their lunches. I'd put them in bags for them. Well, when they were younger, I wasn't doing this. When they got a little, we still had a routine. But as they got older, I started putting their lunches in bags, putting in the refrigerator. If it needed to be refrigerated, I'd make a big pot of spaghetti or something in the morning, whatever the case may be. I'd put a top on it, put in the refrigerator so that dinner would be ready for them later. So once they all got up, everybody went and brushed their teeth. I went and helped them make sure their teeth and everything brushed. Wash their face. Whoever needed a bath, they got a bath. But majority of the time, I give them their baths at night. So I didn't have to worry about that in the morning. It saves time. So I mostly always did their hair at night as well. So in the morning, I wouldn't have to worry about doing their hair. And they didn't have, I made sure they had a few outfits they could wear so that I wouldn't have to keep washing clothes. I made sure they had some clothes to play in. When they go outside, clothes that they could dirty up. because I said, oh no, I'm not gonna keep washing clothes, putting clothes in them so they can go outside. So I made sure they had a few outfits they could wear outside to get dirty. So every time they came in, they took those off. I would wash them or whatever the case, if needed to be. And that saved time to have to keep washing clothes. I didn't care who saw them in the same whatever. I don't care. They had clothes and everything, but I to cut down on washing and stuff like that. Of course, now if they got holes in them and they were too messed up, I would throw them away and we'd find another outfit we could use for everyday play. Um, I wash clothes once a week, or I think I wash clothes almost every 2 weeks, and it wasn't a lot of clothes. Um, a lot of things I could wash out in the sink or the tub to keep from having to keep them from piling up and having to keep washing clothes so much. Um, my house stayed spick and span from top to bottom. Nobody even knew there were kids in my house. Unless I said I have kids in my house. It's real easy. So what I did was I made them play in their room. Now they were able to come out of the room all the time. They were everywhere. But guess what? I cleaned up after them until they were old enough for me to teach them to do it on their own. First off, I'm a very neat person. I've always been that way. So my kids already knew, look around and see that it's clean. So they already knew, okay, kids peep things, they see things, they hear things, they know. So if a kid grows up in the house, it's always clothes over there. It's always that's what they're gonna think. Okay, So my house stayed clean from top to bottom. I would always get praises from everybody coming. Wow, how do you keep your house clean? How do you keep your kitchen clean? This and that. Even their room stayed clean, even though they play with their toys. We still would make sure that their room was picked up, mopped, swept, nice. They did not get to eat all over the house where they get or wipe their hand on my couch and stuff like that. Nope. They sat in front of the TV, ate their little snacks, popcorn or whatever in the living room. A lot of times things they ate, they sat at the table to eat it. They did not eat in rooms. So I didn't have to worry about, oh, this and that. And then another thing, they did not have crayons, pencils, paint, none of that stuff sitting around that they could get and write all over the walls. Now, when I had them paint or color or write stuff like that, I sat and I supervised them. When they were finished, I took them from them and I hid them. And they knew, just to come and say, Mom, we want to paint, we want to do this. I get them out for them and I sit down, I supervise. You can't just expect kids, okay, go sit down and write and go color. You have to supervise them, at least till they're a certain age. Okay, so there was never food smeared here. There was never writing on the walls. Their rooms didn't look like a hurricane hit it. So my kitchen stayed clean. Why? Because as soon as we ate, I washed them. If I didn't feel good or not, I washed them. I kept my kitchen clean. After a while, I started using paper plates, paper cups, plastic forks, knives, and paper spoons and forks. Um, what else did I have? Yeah, we had the paper cups and stuff like that. So it cut down on dishes. I kept baby wipes in the kitchen. I kept baby wipes in the bathroom. So we could always, as soon as they were finished, they knew they would come to me like this and hold their hands out. And they knew, okay, let's get our hands wiped. Let's get our hands washed and, our mouth washed and everything. Yep. And it was so easy to take them out on the bus and everyone. Once you get them that home training to where my kids knew if I looked at them like, Get them that look. Yeah, what's up? They knew to sit down. They knew like, okay, mom's looking at us with that evil eye, and they knew to just sit down and chill out. Um, when we would go get on the bus, when we would go out to eat, in restaurants, I had so many people come up to me and say, "Wow, they're so well behaved. They're so quiet. They're sitting eating. How you expect them to act? You're not gonna come out on the street and embarrass me." When I'm going to grocery stores, they know to hold on to the cart. They know to hold each other's hands. They don't go around touching and grabbing. Mm-mm. And I didn't have to really spank them. Well, they did get a few spankings, but they also had to stand in the corner. They said you can stand in the corner as many minutes as your age or something like that. Um, when I felt that they were tired or whatever, or no, not tired, but as they got older, I mean, when they were young, they sat in the chair in the corner. As they got older, they stood in the corner. Um, um, so it's not hard once. And if my kids were still little now, and I decided, okay, I want to vlog or whatever. First, I'm going to make sure they've eaten. I'm going to put it this way: I'm going to make sure they're satisfied, so they don't have to keep running up to me, mommy, this, can we this and that, and this, while you're trying to do something. So you give them an iPad, could put a nice movie on, something to get them to sit down, give you your break. Sometimes my kids took 2 naps a day. I would also sometimes I would get, as they got older, well, as my kids got older, um, when they were like, I don't know, I guess maybe 7, I would get my brother's wives' kids. So sometimes I would have almost 15 to 20 kids in my house. And they would come and get them and they say, wow, you did their hair and everything? Wow, you fed them? Wow, how did you get them all to take a nap at the same time? You tell them to go lay down and take a nap. So it was really easy to, take them out and just, it was easy. And when your kids are that well behaved, it's really easy to get a babysitter and stuff like that. So it does pay in the long run, of how you raise your kids or whatever. So it's really when I hear people say, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 kids, I can't do this, and I can't that, and I can't this. Honey, I had 8 to 10. Never had to worry about that type of stuff y'all complaining about. I don't even understand it. And when my kid's father started acting like, I don't even want to say, I told him, you got to go. And I took care of them. The rest, I took care of them on my own. I sure did. And I got up when it was time and I would walk them to school or walk them to the bus. Come home, we would do homework. We'd have a snack first, wash our hands and everything like that. Have a snack, watch a little TV together, hug up, cuddle up, tickle each other, have some fun, eat dinner and, all over again. And I potty trained them, and that wasn't hard either. It was, from what I can remember, my sons, I think, were harder than my girls to train. So if you have a lot of children and you're out there and you're going through something, and you think it's so hard, this and that, the other, something you can't do or you don't know what to do, just inbox me, leave a comment or something, ask me some things. Believe me, I can help. A lot of people say you should have been a nanny. Man, my nanny days are over. Now I have a lot of grands, and sometimes I have all of them. Whew, I can't even tell you how many I got. I think I got like 24, 25 grands. Well, they're all really teens, a lot of them. So they're kind of doing their own thing now. But if you had caught me some years ago, they would have been all running around here, and but they know as well too. Grandma don't play. Put your plate in the sink, rinse it off, put it in the dishwasher. When you finish, sit at the table, don't eat in the living room. They asked me, for my grandma, could we eat our snacks sitting right here and look at TV? Yes. When I'm on the phone talking, they're like, excuse me, grandma. When I'm on the phone and somebody says, oh, your grandkids are so well behaved, they're asking you, they're saying it. Yep. So it's really not hard. It's really nothing to complain about. I couldn't complain. I mean, once you have them and you know you're having them, and then you have more, whatever the case may be, that's on you. You had them. You have to deal with whatever comes, whether there's a father figure or not. Yep. So I just wanted to say that, it's not hard. It's really not hard at all. You can make it hard for yourself, or you can make it easy for yourself. So that's really all I wanted to say. So subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. Hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know every time I put up a vlog. I appreciate all my subscribers. I love you guys to pieces. Have a blessed rest of the week. Bye-bye.